Miss Marjorie? Here, we found your monocle.
Wow, you were so quick. How wonderful. I thought I wouldn't be hearing back for a few days yet. Sure. In the past, when I've lost something and asked the Knights for help, it can take them a while to get around to it. After all, the Knights have all sorts of things that they're busy with, big and small. No matter how capable Jean might be, she can't be in two places at once, can she? Thanks to you, Noelle, we don't have to trouble the Knights with every little thing that comes up. Now that I think about it, Noelle is basically like another Jean. In that sense, it really does feel like Jean can be in two places at once.
No, surely you can't be serious. How can I compare to Master Jean? I can only help people with small things, like finding lost property.
Whether it's big or small, it's all the same to us. Things we can't handle by ourselves. Noelle, once you've qualified as an official knight, will that mean you don't have time to help us anymore? I, for one, am going to miss you.
No, not at all. If I do become a knight in the future, I will continue to help everyone with their problems.
I was just kidding. Keep up the good work, Noelle. I'm sure everyone in Mondstadt can't wait to see the kind of knight you become.
I will keep working hard.
Thanks again. I suppose I should put this in a secure place this time.
The kind of knight that Oh, do I? Yes. Maybe it's because I'm not afraid anymore. I've never dared to imagine myself as a knight before. I always feared that the higher my expectations, the more disappointed I'll be if I don't live up to them. But let's say I do become a knight in the future. Maybe I will simply continue to do the same things that I'm doing right now. It doesn't matter to me how small these things are or how tiring. I do these things not because I'm a maid, but because of my own will. Yes, there's no need to become someone else, nor worry about failing. As long as I perform better in my next exam than in my previous one, then one day, I will become a knight that I can be proud of. A thesis on chivalry. Oh, thank you. Oh, you mean... Take some more exams? Would that really help me? It's true that the more I study, the more unprepared I feel. It's inevitable that I'll run into something unexpected. But if I can simulate the atmosphere of an exam, then I can learn how to cope with it. But where would I even go to take one? The Adventurers Guild? You can get stronger just by passing their exam? Oh, that sounds a little difficult to believe. Well, since it's recommended by the honorary knight, then I have to give it a try.
Please be
Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. What kind of commission would you like to take on today? You wish to take an exam? Please wait while I verify your adventure record and the status of your recent commissions.
Sorry, Miss Catherine. Actually, I am the one who wishes to take the exam.
Oh, Noelle. You are finally ready to join the Adventurers Guild? Wonderful. I will process your application at once.
No. I just want to take an exam for the experience. Right now, I don't have any plan to become an adventurer. I'm sorry.
I see. What a pity. Our exams are only available to official members of the guild. The content of each exam is determined based on the adventurer's individual experience and commission status. As such, I am unfortunately unable to arrange for you to have an exam. However, since you just want to experience what an exam is like, perhaps you can talk to Cyrus, the branch master. As it happens, he has recently been working on a new entrance exam for the guild. It has not yet been approved for official use. Perhaps you could give it a trial run. Indeed. Although the entrance exam does have something to do with you joining the guild. You can ask Branchmaster Cyrus if you require more details. He should be at Angel's Share right now drafting the syllabus. He said he gets more inspired when he's there. We don't yet know what's included in the syllabus. Others in the guild have produced several drafts, but all of them were rejected by Cyrus.
It sounds as if I'll have a good chance of running into something unexpected. Yes, let's! Oh, I wonder what will be on the exam. Moon pie. That's what I'll make tonight.
Hunt down 3 ruin guards. Could it be a little too difficult? What am I thinking? The newcomers will run a mile. Hunt down 3 boards in the forest. Nay, the guild will never approve that. Oh, it's you. And Noelle, I see.
Hello, Mr. Cyrus. Are you working on the exam syllabus? How is it coming along?
Don't get me started. Since the Travelers solved the Storm Terror crisis and became Mondstadt's hero, a whole load of young people got excited and decided to join the Adventurers Guild. But most of them have no experience at all. They can't even handle a single slime without getting all battered and bruised in the process. So some genius in the guild decided, why don't we make an entrance exam?
Well, that sounds like a good idea, no? This way the adventurers won't get hurt so easily.
Yes, but if the exam is too difficult, no one will want to join. A few scrapes and bruises is nothing a strong will can't compensate for. Why doesn't anyone else in the guild understand this? Anyway, I already rejected 2 drafts, and now I'm working on a 3rd one myself. It's absolutely crucial that I get the difficulty level right. If only someone could give it a test run. At least then I could decide where the upper limit of difficulty should be.
Then, Mr. Cyrus, may I give it a try? I am very interested in experiencing the adventurer's entrance exam.
Oh? Noelle, you mean you want to take the adventurer's entrance exam? Ha ha! That's fantastic! Well, if it's you, Noelle, even with every challenge at the highest difficulty, you shouldn't have any problem at all.
Yes. Please make sure they are the most difficult.
Excellent! That's the spirit of a true adventurer. Now, let me explain the rules of the exam. First, since adventurers often work in groups, you are welcome to invite others to assist you during the exam. If the traveler is willing, please join Noelle. Indeed. Second, there are 3 parts to the exam. which are basic knowledge, survival skills, and a combat exercise. You only need to pass 2 out of 3 parts to succeed in the exam. But of course, Noelle should find she has no trouble getting a perfect score. And finally, remember at all times that being an adventurer takes courage and resilience. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Without further ado, let's start part 1. Basic knowledge. A true adventurer must be well versed in all sorts of relevant knowledge to handle whatever may come their way. I will ask you 3 questions. You may discuss among yourselves first before giving me an answer. Question 1. An adventurer must be well acquainted with their environment to make sure they can obtain any resources they need. Tell me, which of the following local specialties of Mondstadt cannot be found near Wolvendom? Dandelion seeds, calla lilies, windwheel asters, or small lampgrass?
Wolvendom. I remember reading that there are wolf hooks everywhere, but the book made no specific mention of any other plants. No, I must approach this question differently. Is there anything here that requires specific environmental conditions in order to grow?
You want some fries?
That's it! The windwheel aster mostly grows in Storm Terror's lair, at Windrise, and near statues of the Seven. All the others are much more widely found. Mr. Cyrus, our answer is windwheel aster.
Correct! There's no fooling you two, eh? On to question 2. An adventurer must always learn from their experience and keep track of everything
Yeah,
they
just
encounter
brought
in the
2
form of a
pizzas
dice.
and a burger. I'm gonna have a pizza tomorrow and a pizza day after. I'm gonna have burger today.
There is a
It was
famous
cheaper than
adventurer
just
who once went exploring
buying
all
it
over
from
Liyue, documenting
Iceland.
his whole journey. Thanks to the notes he took of each location that he went, young adventurers are now able to plan ahead and avoid the dangers there. What is the name of this adventurer?
Learning from experience, writing diaries. It seems like adventuring requires constant self-reflection, just like studying. Regarding this adventurer, I do believe I have read about him. He even made his mark on Dragonspine. Oh, yes, it must be him. Oh, what was his name? That's it! It's rolled!
Correct! I had thought this question would be a little more challenging to adventurers from Mondstadt. Once again, Noelle, you never fail to impress. Last question. Let's have some fun with this one. The most terrifying domain for adventurers from Mondstadt. The infamous Windless Land. All that awaits you there is a sea of ashes and the deathly silence in the air. So, what is the name of this taboo territory?
A sea of ashes, a windless land. What could it be?
Wrong answer. Huh. Never mind. Don't. But be warned. Things start to. Now, go and prepare yourselves. Meet me at Good Hunter when you think you're ready.
What's the hurry?
Okay, let's begin part 2 of the entrance exam.
Ready and willing, Mr. Cyrus.
Staying well fed and making sure to prepare sufficient food supplies is a key survival skill for adventurers. That's why the second part of the exam is to prepare a food item fit for an emergency out in the wild. Firstly, the ingredients must be easily accessible in the wilderness. Secondly, preparation and cooking must be quick and easy. Thirdly, well, the food item in question must be able to help someone in dire straits to bounce back from the brink and regain their strength. So go ahead, cook something full of passion and packed with flavor. Just bring it to me whenever it's ready.
Simple ingredients, easy to cook, helps you rally. Honorary Knight, do you have any idea? Mondstadt grilled fish. You have a point. All it needs is a fish fillet and some pepper. Okay then, once it's ready, let's take it over to Mr. Cyrus. We can always change our minds if we have a better idea. One must be careful not to act too hastily when taking an exam.
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
Oh, you're ready to go? Don't be... Oh, you're ready to go? Mondstadt grilled fish, if I'm not mistaken. The fragrance is certainly rather rejuvenating.
So, Mondstadt grilled fish is the correct answer?
Well, the issue is, many people can't eat fish that hasn't been seasoned with plenty of... I, for one, am quite happy to eat it straight from the grill with no seasoning at all. But basically, I think there are more straightforward dishes.
Oh, I see.
What's the hurry?
Hunt down 3 ruin guards.
That's it. That's it. It's rolled.
Correct! Keep this name in mind. Someday, you too will pass through this domain. Ha ha ha! That's 3 for 3. As expected, these questions were no match for you. But be warned, things start to get a little Now, go and prepare yourself. Okay, let's begin part 2.
Steak. Good point. In a real emergency, all you'd need is a piece of meat. You wouldn't even need any seasoning. Okay then, once it's ready, let's take it over to Mr. Cyrus. We can always change our minds if we have a better idea.
ready to go? Steak! Steak! Ha ha ha! Hands down the top choice of a true adventurer. Simple ingredients, highly nutritious, and most importantly, all you need to cook it is an open flame. And when it's not an emergency, adding a bit of seasoning makes it even better. Succulent and juicy, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The perfect accompaniment to an alcoholic beverage.
Really? If you like it so much, I can always make a few more.
Not at all. I was merely contemplating having a celebratory libation on the whale's behalf. In any case, congratulations on passing part 2 of the exam. Up next is the final stage. Go get yourself ready. Then meet me at Bright Crown Canyon.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Ad Astra Avisosk, and welcome to the third and final part.
Please, begin.
Good. Now, the most important skill set for an adventurer is, of course, combat skills. Ferocious monsters, dangerous machines. Only in the heat of battle against your enemy does that surge of adrenaline really kick in. This is the last part of the exam. Defeat the nearby ruin guard as quickly as you can. I will be watching from here. Give it all you've got, Noel.
Okay. This time, I am confident I will pass. Please stay indoors until the storm passes. I will deal with any urgent outdoor business. I must leave no stone unturned. Honorary Knight! I did it! Not entirely. Whenever I've taken an exam in the past, I always get nervous and I can't control it. I know that it's just like in training, but I always end up worrying I might fail. But not this time. This time, it seems I was able to remain calm. Somehow, having you by my side is soothing. It must be because you are here with me that I was able to complete the exam. Thank you. Thank you. on the day of the real exam, if, and I mean only if... Great. Oh, maybe...
Oh, back already? Seems like even the third part of the exam is up. Now, please allow me to announce the results. You passed with a perfect score. Noelle, you are incredible as always.
Oh, well, it's all because I had an honorary...
Without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to officially grant you the title of Adventurer. May your days ahead be filled with adventure, and may you boldly explore the stars above and the abyss below. Ad Astra Abyssos! My. I never thought I'd see the day when Noelle would finally come around to the idea of joining the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, Mr. Cyrus, I'm terribly sorry, but actually...
There's no need to talk like an outsider anymore. From now on, you can call me Branch Master. And I will call you Adventurer.
I'm very sorry, but I actually wasn't planning to join the Adventurers Guild at all. I just wanted to take an exam, so I could get used to the atmosphere. I thought it might help me better prepare for the Knights of Favonia's selection exam.
You mean... Oh, how can this be? I was just about to recommend you to the perfect adventure team. Why not give it some more thought? Even if you're not ready to be a full-time adventurer, you'd be more than welcome to help out every now and then. Just think of it as... yes. Think of it as part of your exam preparation. You know, if you think about it, adventurers have a lot in common with the knights. Both want to defend Mondstadt.
Exam preparation? Defend monsters?
Yes, precisely. I assure you it won't take up too much of your time. I believe it's only around 4 commissions per day.
4 commissions? Maybe if I can squeeze out some time from... Oh, if I'm not careful, the urge to accommodate just takes over. I'm sorry, Mr. Cyrus, but I'm afraid that my answer is still...
Please, Noelle, I'm begging.
Oh, well, if my assistance is required... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Mr. Cyrus, maybe next time.
Hunt down 3 ruin guards. Ooh, I'm afraid... Ooh, what a pity. Wrong answer. Are the questions too difficult? If even Noelle wasn't up to the task. Never mind. Don't worry too much. This was just testing your rote learning ability anyway. It wouldn't be much practical help on an adventure. But be warned, things start to get a little trickier in the survival skills test. Now, go and prepare yourselves. Meet me at Good Hunter when you... let's begin part 2 of the...
Emergency food? Though I have never tried any, it doesn't sound like a specific dish. Let's think of something else. Mondstadt grilled fish.
Oh, you're ready to go? Mon... Hunt down 3 ruin...
That's it! The wind wheel That's it!
Correct! Ha ha ha! That's 3 for 3. Okay, let's begin part...
Steak.
Oh, you're ready. Steak.
Pardon me.
Hunt down 3 ruin.
That's it! The wind wheel. That's it! It's
Correct. That's 3. Okay, let's begin part 2.
emergency food. Mondstadt grilled.
Oh, you're ready to go?
So, Mondstadt.
Ah, don't get down in the dumps. I've saved the best part of the Go get yourself ready and meet me at Bright Cry. Ad Astra Abyss.
Dodge this!
even the third part of the... Now, please allow... You successfully passed the exam! Oh, but if even Noel could not get the perfect score, then maybe... Yes, the barrier to entry must be lowered to cater to the newcomers. Then we can raise the difficulty at a later stage.
I didn't get a perfect score?
Hey now, first things first. Allow me to congratulate you on what was nevertheless a Noel?
Where did I go wrong? Is there any hope for me to improve? Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Cyrus, what were you saying?
I was about to ask whether you...
I do apologize, Mr. Cyrus. I must get back to my exam preparation. If I don't review my mistakes, I will only repeat them the next time I run into the same problem. It seems I still have lots to learn. I will head back to the library now and continue studying.
Noel, you already passed your exam. What do you need to study for? Sure. I see. Well, when you get back, would you mind going to the library and checking on the well? I hope my exam hasn't affected her mood. How can I get the exam to the right difficulty level? I shall go back to the Angel's Share and give this some careful consideration.
Mustn't fall Oh! Sorry, I zoned out a little. I didn't notice you there. I've summarized my experiences from the mock exam and created a new reading list. Getting to know Mondstadt's geography and a 1-minute history of adventuring in Mondstadt. Oh, there's so much I can learn from them. And then there's eating well in Mondstadt. I never realized there were so many ways to cook in the wild. Oh, and also, self-defense. The art of down-to-earth dialogue with monsters. The combat approach of adventurers is definitely worth further study. The only thing is, there's so much to get through. Will I really be able to finish them all? But, what if this is the one time they do come up? What then? What if they ask me how to rescue an adventurer? Or how best to collaborate with the Adventurers Guild? If I neglect these topics now, I may live to regret it later. It looks like every second I have between now and my exam is going to count.
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I'd failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too. Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru's spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master Diluc are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to keep me alive, as well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from certain things. The thought that I might be able to actually live a happy life there must have been the icing on the cake. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way.
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, No need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago, too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane. Huh. So there really isn't anyone home.
investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off. Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken, too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up. This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it...
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose! That's in good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Scatter! I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us!
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry. Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we? So don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around? Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister? The stars? Wow. Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles. And you too, Teyvat. You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up. Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once. Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Halt! What do you think you're doing? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone! Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eye. What business is that of yours, All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? I've been observing you, and you
don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on then. Mind your own business. Don't worry. He isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold. Huh? You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from Conria? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh, and all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this? The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode in our bodies. Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters. He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria, by blood, but I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. after all that. He turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined. Over here. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
The Jurassic one was weird. Yeah. They had extreme hybrid creatures. Like a raptor crossed with like a pterodactyl thingy. And a T-Rex that had... I'm not even sure what kind of crossbreed that was, but it had its short arms and also like fucking ginormous arms. And it had a weird bulb thing on its head. Very strange. Well, yeah. Uh, yum, yum.
What other choice do I
It was
have?
alright, but
What exactly would you
you can
have
definitely
me
tell
do?
the people had plot armor.
The gods have already punished us.
Any other
What
known
does one
case they
more
would have all
sin
died.
matter now? Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
Oh no, I haven't worshipped any god. How
Also,
terrible.
do you have any
Anyway,
of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand?
I'm
I
just
believe
gonna
they're
go over
called
here and
Caldolata lotuses and
continue not
Sumeru
worshipping
roses.
god.
Could you really? Oh, much obliged. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps. Without your help, thank you.
another test subject. Freeze! Picked the wrong test subject.
Propagate!
I got careless. I got careless.
It's my lucky day! Going somewhere! Spring forth! Propagate! To the fairy! Finally, Scatter! Propagate!
You win this battle.
Keep your eyes peeled and your blades ready. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and look out for one another. Remember, whenever the situation takes a turn for the worse, it never hurts to retreat and regroup. Don't go pushing yourselves too hard, all right? With that said, I await your triumphant return.
Yeah! We'll be back with good news for the both of you!
Propagate! Scatter! Propagate! Spring forth!
final stand be a monument to chivalry.
Frostbite.
This is story boss. But if you play enough of ZZZ, you do get to wander around as your selected character. Because I got to the point where I got into the, like, streets and stuff. You have to talk to specific people and found out how to do specific things. So there's at least interactions and stuff without just constant constantly doing the rift stuff. You just have to get there. You just have to beat the tutorial. I think I'm weird for one. Therefore, this makes me little shoulder and thinking. I don't think I'm weird for when you had your little shoulder on display that it was all sexy and I wanted to bite it. You don't show much skin. Mostly because you're cold. Hectic cold. It seems to be cooling down relatively now. Seems to be cooling down over here currently. But Friday should be yeah. Mm, yeah, mostly because your dad always has the thingy on it. Air conditioning. Yeah, it's quite boiling if you don't prepare properly. Yeah. I think I get hot too fast though. Yeah. Maybe just need to spend more time outside and stuff.
Dodge this! Freeze! Don't push your luck. Oh, so sorry. Cool it! I'm getting...
The stars fade to
This is not the end. What's the hurry?
time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind, time to act. No, my sword! May my final stand be a monument to chivalry. I am outplayed.
Six, 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 six.